Hello, welcome. This is a video to show you the importance of the Candelaria Madidi Reserve. Here we have a view of South America, and as you can see, Bolivia is placed right in the middle of South America. Most people think Bolivia is an Andean country. Well, it is, but only 33% of its territory is the Andes. As you can see, the rest of its territory is the plains to the north and to the east. To the north is the Amazon plains. And here you have a view of Madidi National Park. You can see it's a very large park. It's almost 2 million hectares. And the importance of Madidi National Park, why it's the world's most biodiverse reserve. It's because it covers all the ecosystems or habitats ranging from the high Andes, the Andean glacial peaks you see here. This white here is snowfields and glaciers on the Andes. These are clouds. And the park covers a portion of this and all the habitats in between that and the floodland plains to the north, the floodland savannas, which are these patches you see here. Besides that, the park has a dry inter-Andean forests here, two types of different forests. Well, this is not a forest, these are inter-Andean grasslands, an inter-Andean dry forest here. Another big reason why the park is so important is because it has the last untouched, unspoiled grassland savannas in the whole Amazon, which are these here. The rest of the savannas that you see here are all have cattle on them, and you can see these black spots are because they burned the grass, the cattle ranchers, so the grass grows faster and the cows have more food. So the last place that hasn't been touched by that has grassland savannas untouched by humans is inside Madidi National Park. And another thing that makes this park so special and so important is the fact that it has an untouched, undisturbed corridor between the glacial peaks and the floodland savannas. There's no people in between that, and I'm going to show you here how that does not happen in Peru. Before that, I'll show you that the Madidi joins the other national parks, the Manu and Tambopata in Peru in this area, the Pilon Lajas and the Apolobamba and Ulla reserves in Bolivia, and together they make the largest protected area in the world. But it is Madidi National Park the most important reserve within that Vilcabamba-Amboro corridor, which it's called, this large protected area. Now here in Peru, on the Andean foothills, you'll see that we have people, we have roads and a landing strip and agriculture and mining. This is gold mining area. You'll see that on the northern side of Peru, you have Puerto Maldonado and you have the Amazon highway, and here in Bolivia you'll see that all along the first mountain range of the Andes you'll find a road and you'll find agriculture and people. And this is pretty common all throughout the meeting point of the Andes and the Amazon, that you'll have people and roads right on the edge, right on the meeting of these two places. So this is the only place that this does not happen, that you have an undisturbed corridor between the floodland plains and the Andean foothills. Besides being that this corridor stretches all the way up to glacial peaks, which does not happen in places like Colombia or Venezuela. And besides that, you'll see that in this specific place you have an opening of the first foothills, which makes it easier for animals to transit through this spot. Now there was in 1991 a expedition of Conservation International to this specific spot in the Alto Madidi River, and they determined that this place had a greater number of biomass transit in comparison to any other place in the Amazon. That's because specifically jaguars and tapirs travel long distances, and this is a place that they could use, or they use, to cross between those two great regions. Besides that, they determined that this place had a greater avifauna, or bird species, than any other place in the Amazon. And that was before the park was decreed. Once they decreed the park, it happens that, ironical to its large size, the most critical part of this corridor is the least protected. As you can see here, is the thinnest part of the park. And that's the importance of the Candelaria Madidi Reserve, which adjoins this park, and the importance of the Alto Madidi project, which will help provide funds for effective protection, which is a body of park keepers that will help protect from the current threats. I'll show you that the current threats in the area are logging, hardwood logging, which is supposedly a sustainable way of wood harvest. You can see here these are the roads that they use to harvest wood. But the loggers, they do hunting while they do their jobs. So it is important that we provide other ways of employment and resources in the region, and that's the purpose of the Alto Madidi project. And that's the importance of the Candelaria Madidi Reserve, expanding and protecting this most critical and important biomass corridor in the Amazon. Possibly this is the most important place to preserve in the world. So I hope this video has been helpful and I have answered all your questions. If you have any more questions, I invite you to contact me. Thank you very much.